So, Gimp 3.0. It's been a few months since the huge 3.0 update to Gimp came out, and I made a video about it. But back then, I never answered the question, what is it like to use Gimp 3.0 for someone new to graphic design? I decided to test it out and make the thumbnail for this video in Gimp 3.0. Also, because I'm on Linux, this is the only true graphics editor available on the platform, I wanted to see how it holds up. Yes, I know what you're going to say next. But Krita exists. But Inkscape exists. Yes, indeed they do. But Krita is meant for painting and is quite poor at what I want to do, which is image manipulation. So, first things first then, let's find a mascot for this thumbnail. I'm thinking either a penguin for Linux, but since I'm using Gimp and the logo of Gimp is Wilbur, a raccoon, let's use a raccoon with a paintbrush head. Oh, I like this pink one that's standing. Plus, there's a solid background, so it should be easy enough to remove, right? Now, let's yoink it into Gimp and select it with a wand, but it doesn't seem to select it perfectly either, due to all the hairs and how fine they are, no matter what I set the sensitivity to. After clearing the background, there is still a pink glow around the raccoon. No idea how to get rid of it. Let's see what can be done. But it just made everything black and white. Looks cool enough, I guess. That's not what I'm going for in this thumbnail. Let's try to search for the inner glow effect. Perhaps I can use the inner glow to outcompete and makes the pink less visible. Now, I want to put the raccoon in the foreground of Gimp's UI. So, let's start with a screenshot and paste it into Gimp. Try to mask it. Try again to remove the pink glow, the wand tool, and it partially selects it. Doesn't seem like it gets everything or gets part of the raccoon, which is what we don't want. Oops, my bad. Gotta undo. We can then convert the path to selection. It's a useful tool with Gimp that Gimp has here. Now let's try to invert the selection so that it selects everything outside the raccoon and delete it. Nice. Finally worked. Got rid of most of the pink glow and the pink puddle at the foot of the raccoon as well. The rest of it can be removed with some color adjustments, at least I think so. Let's try it out. Seems like the pink glow is entirely gone now. Perf. Now, let's center it and resize. I want the raccoon to be the main element that stands out, as he represents Gimp. Looking back, well, I'm curious what a bevel filter would do on this image. Also, the menu conveniently has an outline tool, and the raccoon kind of looks bland without one. Hard to get it perfect. Either a thick boy or go for various options. Hard to choose. Let's disable the bevel and inner glow and set it back to multiply. I'm going to play around with the bevel elevation settings and the azimuth, as that seems to influence the direction the light is coming from. The change is subtle. Playing with the inner glow doesn't seem to add a subtle shadow effect. Looks like a perfect foreground raccoon. Now, let's look for an Arch Linux logo to put behind it, since I'm making this using Gimp on Arch Linux. Putting a logo, SVG at the end lets me look for only SVG images, making it better to resize. Oh, this one, let's yoink this. It seems to maintain its white background even when copied into Gimp. Seems like I have to go find the name of the command to find SVG files again. Oh, it's not logo :SVG, it's file type :SVG. Maybe that's why. Let's click and find another SVG logo. This one seems to have no background. Wait, what? This one has a background in Gimp too? How do I remove it? Hope it's not going to be annoying like with this raccoon. Like usual, let's start with the magic wand tool to remove the background, at least as close as possible. It seems like it selects around the silhouette of the logo quite well. There remains a white glow around it, but Gimp's color to alpha tool removes it quite well. The Arch logo looks bland. Let's add a bevel to the logo to make it stand out some more. Whoa, this looks really cool. Kind of makes me think of mountains for some reason. Let's change the blend mode. This looks pretty good. Gives it a nice outline. Now, let's rotate it so that it's sticking out from the back of that raccoon. Whoa, too much. Let's change the angle. Gotta get the perfect shadow. It has to look a little subtle. Next thing I want to get is to get an image of something that would represent painting. We'll already have an image of a brush on the raccoon, but I need something small that could be used to represent art. Palette. Let's yoink this one. Let's try removing the background with the usual methods. Now, let's rotate to also be behind a raccoon. Now, the same process as with the Arch Linux logo. Let's make it stand out. So here's the final product. Let's talk about some pros and cons. It's free and open source, meaning you don't need to pay hefty sums for it. It does most things that I want it to do. It has a search function that makes up for the slightly clunky UI. And I suspect that Gimp works slightly better, maybe even faster on Linux than it does on Windows or Mac OS, at least based on my cursory impressions. I haven't really tested it specifically to test the speed on different platforms, but it does seem to run faster. And I run it on a laptop too. But it works great on Linux. As for the cons, the updates are really slow. Gimp 3.2 is going to be coming next year, hopefully with a bunch of new features, so we'll see if that actually happens. I'm slightly skeptical given Gimp's previous track record, but we'll see. UI can also make it hard to find stuff sometimes, but thank God that the search function exists. The wand tool doesn't seem to work that well. It doesn't always select what you want or selects too much or too little. I have no idea if it's similar to other programs, but it seems like it should work better. Also, Gimp has a experimental smart select tool hidden in the settings, but it doesn't seem to work too well. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.